So it's not all over the country.
Asking funding agencies
In the
to do
eastern
this
parts
kind
of eastern region, there's no
certainly
arsenic,
echo.
there's no fluoride there.
They
Do you
will
think
consider
this
this as
arsenic problem is
infrastructure
widespread
investment.
global
So
problem, or it just because
it
people are
would be
not
very,
interested?
very
I
difficult.
think so.
It's good
I would
news
say,
this
I
morning.
think
This
so.
will
I
be
think
an
that
Do you think it's a global problem?
I think it's a
kind of
global problem.
research
People are not looking at it. Nobody wants it. It costs. It's quite expensive to do
Yeah.
But it is tied to your geology.
Exactly.
If you could list a whole lot of geological settings and say, if you're falling into one of these settings,
You're likely to get
you
nasty.
should really be tested because there's a high risk. Whereas if you're in these kind of settings, there's a very low risk. So don't put your effort there, put your effort in those other regions.
Which are the
Places that have got mineralization.
Exactly.
So any kind of places where there's mining,
A lot of DRC.
where there's minerals, that metal
Does,
things that we want, there's likely to be arsenic.
Does
That's an
fracking
example.
But
uh,
the
raise
comprehensive planning are kind of
possibility of
preparing
contaminating
possible response not
the
for
supplies with?
undertaking
I don't know the answer to that. I haven't heard it raised in that.
But I mean, the very. I mean, I'm not a.
But we're just saying, okay, these are the key areas.
I don't know anything about it, but I was just wondering with.
I haven't heard people
I mean,
raise it.
usually this sort of heavy metal are released in reductive conditions. So usually fracking, what happens is injected, so it doesn't create reductive conditions. It's more oxygenated. So this heavy metal tends to precipitate it, so they are not mobilized into
Yeah,
water.
yeah.
So fracking shouldn't have this.
No.
It has other side effects, but maybe this one is.
The workshop looked at some of the geo-contaminants that we as an NGO World Vision encountered in the provision of water in the greater floodplains of Ghana and the northern part of Ghana. The two contaminants that we focused on were fluoride and arsenic. And I indicated that when we started, arsenic was not being tested in the country, but just around that time, we had a challenge with the Bangladesh arsenic with UNICEF. And so the donor challenged us to start looking at arsenic. And when we contacted the university, Desert Research Institute to work with us, and we identified some elements of arsenic and fluoride, it became a big issue for us, a debate with the stakeholders of the government because most of them were not testing for arsenic. But through that work, we were able to identify appropriate technologies, locally based technologies, that is helping us to remove these contaminants. As an NGO, we have made a decision. Three things: make sure that water quality issues are non-negotiable. If you identify those contaminants, don't commission the well or the water point for the community until those contaminants are addressed. And since 2005, we have been able to identify those technologies that allow us to make sure the water is safe and sustainable for the community. My biggest issue for all of us is that as NGOs, as we provided more water points, the issue of integrated water resource management is critical for us. If we want the private sector to come in, it's important for us to coordinate our activities so that, just like Nick said, provide water for a defined geographical area so that the business will be attractive for the business people to build infrastructure, management structure, to support us to ensure that the water systems are sustainable. Thank you.
I realised a fatal flaw in my 1 minute, which is that I need glasses and I'm too vain to wear them, so I'm not